Yoga for healing. Great Sunday. It's also a day I like to speak a little bit about the astronomy, planets, stars, because they do connect with these readings and these transformations, being in alignment, going with the ebb and flow of the universe. Venus is in Uranus, bringing excitement. What excites you liberates you. And that makes me think of going into introspection, and that being Scorpio and Moon trine in Jupiter. Those two connections, that excitement that liberates you. Finding that in introspection, meditating. The moon is near the beehive cluster. Get all the celestial honey that you can during this time. It would be closest February 28th. This cluster in the sky also will be happening in March on the 28th. Utah is very significant. And what was wanting to come out of my mouth was not to be stagnant. So stagnation might be significant. And Utah is considered kind of a slow state, more known for, I don't know, I think of quietness, stillness, which comes right back to being still and in meditation. M44, used in ancient times, was used to predict weather, found by Charles Messier on March 4th, 1769, which included Orion and Nebula and Pleiades, along with that beehive. It is in the constellation of Cancer, so that is another significant zodiac. Scorpio, we have the Scorpio moon, the trine in Jupiter. We have Venus and Uranus. And we also have those of Orion, Nebula, and Pleiades, along with that beehive, which is also significant and related to that snow moon, which is also about the freezing, stagnation, being still. See how it connects? It's not just the moon alone, but affects our energy, our moods. But it's a time to be still and going within. And I believe that's because more disclosure is being dropped, more is being seen. Maybe more people are recognizing, wow, this is real and this is way deeper than I was thinking it was. All those signs that have already been given, like the hesitation and the stagnation of that, but in divine time. We're going to go through this deck and see. I'll go through the entire deck and see what falls. Pluto, which fell in reverse. I transformed through my shadow. This message is for those that are refusing to go within, to do the introspection and the reflection of self facing their shadows, facing their traumas and healing them, because it must be done by self. Air, communication, things traveling, moving. Brings me back to that ebb and flow. I share my thoughts with others. Yeah, more things are being shared, communicated. Sagittarius, I trust in divine timing. I just said that. Staying focused, having your aim, not being distracted because the wind is blowing. You see her hair, you see her dress, and it looks like it may be starting to snow, but she's still about it. In love, wearing all that green. But she has that little string, that ribbon of fire that she keeps close by her. And at the bottom we have water in reverse. I take time to fill my cup. Oh, yeah, that's fitting. Because those that are not wanting to go within are not filling their own cup. They're not being focused. They're not communicating their truth. That's what I'm peeping so far in this energy. Make sure these are upright. All right. Holy Spirit Divine, what is the message that they need to know? Those that are not going within, having the self-reflection, not communicating their truth, not standing firm on their focus of truth, being distracted, not going with the wave, not taking the time to fill their own cup, but wanting to snatch another's. You all have been hearing the readings. You're aware of these endings for your new beginnings. You must be reborn and go through the transition. Face the tragic endings, being truthful, liberating. Wow. Do you see that? Transitions and liberations, new beginnings. Just as the astronomy of the planets, what's existing above us is also occurring below, right where we are in this moment. Girl with the snake in reverse. This is someone that wants to be enabled, but their charm and all their techniques they've been using they're not working. They have no limits, no boundaries. Give me another card on this girl with the snake in reverse. Girl or guy. Him, she, them, they, other, whatever. This runner, running from healthy choices, running from self-love, self-care, to be happier, to have love and live life. They fear true intimacy, so they run away. It's too intense, even to let go. They have a hot, cold, back and forth, side to side, never moving forward, but only side to side. Because they are in fear of looking in that mirror. What can you do with someone that wished to destroy themselves? Nothing. Because you cannot take the path with someone straddled on your back. That will weigh you down. a lot. If your heart must be light as a feather, why would you be carrying another's burdens? Ones that they refuse to deal with themselves. They have to communicate. They have to communicate their true passion, their true desire to have an insane chemistry, to have a spark, to be on an equal level, to be of equal interest. Because if one is in truth, standing firm and focused, they're not on the same interest with someone that is denying themselves, not loving themselves. You right off the bat are in two different planes, two different realms, soaring like the phoenix to this new phase, renewed and growing, having a changed mindset, not stuck in old ways. You rise from the ashes. Let's take a peek at what these are. Oh, yeah. They want to have a union. They're interested. But they've been waiting for you to contact them, apparently. This runner wanted you to chase them. This twin flame. This journey that we keep hearing about. This runner chaser, hot cold, that a lot of people mistake for a romance and not the lesson. Polar opposites, a reflection, a mirroring of each other, what needs to be fixed within. But if one doesn't do it, it's considered a broken contract, especially when they know it. The yin to your yang. Thinking that they were going to gain abundance. They're not true to themselves. They want their cups filled. But the clarity and truth, there's many revelations and there will be more. This one is not of honor and protection, but determination of something else. With a surprise invitation. They want you to be struck by love. And I'm smelling again. Spell work. Because there's no love. There's no healthy choices being made of this runner that only wants the passion of the romance called twin flames. You're ascending, learning and expanding, and maybe they are too. They are preparing for a union as you ascend this new phase. Trying to hitch a ride, but they're not making healthy choices. There is no love. There is no healing of past heartbreak, past traumas. You're not dealing with any abusive relationships, no toxicity, and no addictions. But they see your abundance because you are focused. You're soaring like the phoenix from the ashes, and you got aim. And you're not the chaser. You're not the chaser, and never will be. Especially for a snake that's in competition for your energy. Trying to get with you to take something that's yours. Because they have an empty cup. Not today will always be the answer. Avoiding any conversation. Keeping your boundaries. You know they only want to hurt you. They get off. They lust after you. but they hate and despise you. They want to be you, but they hate you. And they're still upset, and they're not dealing with their own emotions, pains, and traumas, and neither are you. You see this snake. You see this snake. They're out of time, and they can reminisce, but there will be no traps. They could never have you feel not enough because they are feeling not enough, lacking confidence, self-sabotaging because of their egos and fears, only bringing themselves more frustrations because they can't take over and possibly move in with you. So they're looking for a home, possibly. Still in that cuffing season mode. A couch hopper. A homosexual. Someone that's not dealing with reality. Not dealing with the truth. And Pluto in reverse says something too. They have expectations, having very high ideas or unreasonable requirements of you. A dreamer that's living in a fantasy. Holy Spirit always comes through with clarification and confirmation of what I'm picking up. There's no enchanted whisper of this love, no Cupid's arrow. And they have no more time. And you are not the one to use as a key to unlock their happiness, to fill their cup, to give them another chance. But they are exposed. Being in tune with each other and getting along. Good rapport. Someone that's easygoing is who you are. Excuse me. But this person only wants the picture. They're blocked. But they see your radiant love. They see you creating positivity. And they remember the warmth you had together, but now there's distance. There are challenges that create this space between you and them. Throat chakra. But I'm going to keep talking. They see your radiant love. They see you creating positivity. They remember your warmth together. How you had a sweet home. And it was supposed to be forever after. It was supposed to be everlasting. But they wanted to be a rambling rose. You grew apart. They thought the space would keep you in your head. To keep you in an evolving cycle. Always being on the outside, never all the way in. In the same garden, but two different breeds. One that was of greed. What else is it that we need to know? Their magic isn't working. To have you stuck in your head. Playing a love song that would inspire you to dance with them. That was their power play. Wanting to dominate or control the relationship. Because their insecurity, they needed to be a huge influence over you to keep you bound, stuck, blinded, to fill their empty cup. Why they never poured back into you. They still want this forever after because now they see your word is bond. It's true. You are not playing games. And they have a long, long haul to go. That haul was they were in it to win it. But their long-term intentions that they invested was weak magic, dark magic, wanting to control and dominate you, being a snake. Your actual twin flame that cannot make healthy choices by choice. Let me repeat that. That cannot make healthy choices because they refuse to. But they want to be with you so that you can fill their cup. Because they see your focus, you're taking aim. You're soaring like the phoenix from the ashes. From this honeymoon phase. They want you to have love on the brain. They want you to always want to be wanting to talk to them. Being all in your feelings. This person is not making healthy choices. That's a runner. This black sheep, this one that's defying the norms, is being blocked. This one is a player, playing the field. Not looking to settle down, but only seeking options to fill that cup. What about this black sheep sideways? They have no receipts, no evidence. They're not seeing themselves as guilty as charged or exposed. Damn, that's some ego. That's some pride. Even when the clock has met its deadline. Them being so busy playing the field. Whatever they've been saying, they don't have any receipts. They have no evidence, no proof. They're not seeing the truth themselves. They're in denial. They're penny pinching, struggling. Pretending that they're in the moment. Having good vibes. While they're lusting of greed. And very inconsiderate. Wanting to project and cloak in this reading, but being seen. For the love bomber they are. For personal gain. Again, in this reading, don't take any gifts or anything from someone of your past that you know is a twin flame, that did you wrong, that is a snake, that wants to come in and apologize. Don't accept it. One more card in this deck. What else do we need to know? I think one more card. We'll see. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, it's peace out. You're leaving that behind. Thank you. Next. You're on liftoff. Taking the fast action needed. Progressing forward. The wait is over. You're soaring. And that is the message I have for you, including these zodiac signs and planets. Sagittarius is here. We have the earth element, water, and Pluto. Some are in the north and some are in the south node. Take it how it resonates. Peace.